Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live on another planet? Mars, our neighbor, is the most likely candidate for colonization. But what does colonization really mean in this context? In the realm of space exploration, colonization can be viewed as the establishment of a self-sustaining human settlement beyond Earth. Mars, with its day-night cycle similar to ours and evidence of past water, is a leading contender for such a settlement. The idea of colonizing Mars isn't new. It has been a staple of science fiction for over a century, with authors weaving tales of Martian cities and societies. But in the past few decades, this idea has shifted from the realm of fiction to a tangible objective. Thanks to advancements in technology and a renewed interest in space exploration, the dream of setting foot on the red planet is closer than ever. Colonizing Mars presents a plethora of potential benefits. It could serve as a lifeboat for humanity, a second home in case Earth becomes uninhabitable due to natural or human-made disasters. It could also be a catalyst for technological innovation, as the challenges of surviving on Mars would require us to push the boundaries of what's possible. But this endeavor is not without risks. The journey to Mars is fraught with dangers, from the perils of deep space travel to the harsh Martian environment. Once there, colonists would have to contend with radiation, extreme temperatures, and a lack of readily available resources. Moreover, there are ethical considerations to think about. What would be the implications of altering another planet's environment? What happens if we discover Martian life, no matter how microscopic? These are questions we must grapple with as we venture forth into the cosmos. The journey to Mars is not just about exploration, it's about the survival of our species as well. The journey to Mars is filled with challenges, some of which we've begun to understand, and others we're still grappling with. First off, let's consider the technical hurdles. Mars, the fourth rock from the Sun, is no short jaunt away. It's an astronomical distance that requires months of travel, even at the fastest speeds our current technology allows. And once we arrive, we're greeted by an inhospitable environment, a lethal cocktail of radiation, vacuum, and temperature extremes. Mars is a harsh host with low gravity that could have long-term effects on the human body. Then there are the resource limitations. Mars isn't exactly bursting with the essentials for human life. Water, breathable air, and suitable building materials are scarce. This means we have to be innovative, perhaps extracting water from the Martian soil or generating oxygen from the carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere. Food production is another puzzle to solve. We can't exactly pack a lunch for a permanent stay on Mars. We need sustainable agriculture, a way to grow food in an environment that's never seen a sprout. This will require advancements in hydroponics and other farming techniques suitable for the Martian soil and climate. And that's just the start. The technology we need to survive on Mars, from life support systems to transportation and construction methods, is still in its infancy. We're making strides, but there's a long road ahead. Yet these are not just technical problems. The economic and logistical challenges are equally daunting. Colonizing Mars comes with a hefty price tag. It requires substantial funding and international cooperation. The logistics of transporting humans and supplies to Mars is a complex endeavor, akin to moving a small city across millions of miles of empty space. The psychological and sociological challenges are no less significant. Isolation and confinement can lead to mental health issues. We need to create social structures and governance in a Martian colony, a mini-society millions of miles from Earth. It's a challenge that goes beyond engineering, into the realms of psychology, sociology, and politics. And let's not forget the ethical considerations. We're talking about sending people to a place where no human has ever set foot. We need to ensure the safety and well-being of these pioneers. And we have to consider the potential impact on Mars itself to avoid contaminating an alien world with earthly microbes. All these challenges can seem overwhelming, but they're also exciting. They're opportunities for innovation, for pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They demand our ingenuity, our resilience, and our courage. Overcoming these challenges will require significant advancements in technology, international cooperation, and a dedicated workforce. Mars colonization is not just about getting to Mars, It's about surviving and thriving there. It's about expanding the frontier of human experience and knowledge, and that in itself is a challenge worth taking on. Despite the challenges, there are several ongoing efforts to bring the dream of Mars colonization to reality. At the forefront of these efforts, we find the world's leading space agencies and private companies, all striving to conquer the red planet. NASA's Artemis program is setting the stage for Mars exploration. This ambitious endeavor aims to return humans to the Moon by 2024 and use it as a stepping stone for future Mars missions. By establishing a sustainable lunar outpost, NASA intends to test technologies and strategies that will be crucial for surviving on Mars. Then we have the European Space Agency, or ESA, and Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA. Both are also making strides towards Mars exploration, focusing on robotic missions and research to increase our understanding of the Martian environment. But it's not just government agencies that are reaching for the stars. Private companies are also playing a major role. SpaceX, under the leadership of Elon Musk, has its sights set on Mars with the Starship program. This colossal spacecraft is being designed to carry up to 100 passengers, with the ultimate goal of establishing a self-sustaining colony on Mars. There are other private entities too, each bringing their unique expertise to the table and contributing to the overall progress of Mars colonization. But getting to Mars is only half the battle. Surviving there will require cutting-edge technology, and that's where ongoing advancements come into play. Research into life support systems, radiation shielding, and resource utilization technologies are all progressing at a rapid pace. A particularly exciting area is in situ resource utilization, or ISRU, which involves using local materials for construction, life support, and even fuel production. 3D printing also holds significant potential. Imagine being able to print your habitat, tools, and other necessary equipment right there on Mars. This could drastically reduce the amount of cargo needed for the journey, making Mars missions more feasible and cost-effective. These initiatives are paving the way for our future on Mars. The pathway to Mars is paved with many planned missions and tests. Our journey to Mars is not a leap, but a series of steps. One of these steps is the role played by rovers like the Perseverance. These sophisticated robots are our eyes and ears on the Martian surface, diligently collecting data and performing groundbreaking tests. They help us understand the Martian environment better, test technologies for extracting water from the Martian soil, and even produce breathable oxygen, all crucial for future human missions. Speaking of human missions, the Lunar Gateway is another significant step on our path to Mars. This planned small space station in lunar orbit will serve as a staging point for missions to both the Moon and Mars. It will provide a platform for astronauts to live and work in the harsh environment of space for extended periods, helping us understand how the human body copes with long-duration space travel. The Lunar Gateway will also play a pivotal role in testing life support systems and other technologies that will be used on Mars, such as advanced 3D printing for in-situ resource utilization. Now, let's look a bit further into the future, where we'll see the initial human outposts on Mars. These outposts will be much more than just temporary shelters. They will serve as laboratories, testing grounds, and hubs for exploration. They'll be designed to withstand the harsh Martian environment, harnessing local resources wherever possible to sustain life and operations. Imagine habitats using Martian regolith for radiation shielding, or greenhouses producing fresh food using Martian soil and sunlight. The timeline for establishing such an outpost is, of course, dependent on many factors, but we could see the first human footprints on Mars within the next 20 to 30 years. These initial missions will be challenging, risky, and filled with unknowns, but they will also mark the beginning of a new era in human history. These missions and tests will serve as stepping stones to our future on Mars. The journey to Mars is not a solo mission. It involves the concerted efforts of multiple stakeholders. Let's dive into who these key players are and the roles they play in making Mars colonization possible. At the forefront, we have government space agencies like NASA, ESA, and JAXA. These organizations are the torchbearers of space exploration, investing in research, technology development, and mission planning. NASA's Artemis program, for instance, aims to establish a sustainable human presence on the Moon, a stepping stone for future Mars missions. ESA and JAXA, on the other hand, are focusing on Mars rovers and orbiters to gather essential data about the red planet. Then we have the private entities, the risk-takers and innovators of the space industry. These include companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. SpaceX, under the leadership of Elon Musk, is working tirelessly to develop the Starship, a spacecraft designed to carry humans to Mars and back. Blue Origin, led by Jeff Bezos, is also making strides with their New Glenn rocket, which could serve as a transport vehicle for Mars missions. However, these agencies and companies are not the only stakeholders. Academia and research institutions play a crucial role in pushing the boundaries of knowledge and innovation. Universities and labs around the world are conducting research in engineering, biology, medicine, and planetary science. This research is vital for developing the technologies we need to survive and thrive on Mars, from radiation shielding to food production methods. Lastly, we cannot forget the role of the public and the media. Public interest and engagement are vital for securing funding and support for Mars colonization efforts. Whether it's through watching a rocket launch or reading a scientific article, the public's enthusiasm for space exploration is a driving force behind this grand endeavor. In conclusion, the dream of Mars colonization is not just the vision of a single individual or organization. It's a collective effort involving government agencies, private companies, research institutions, and, importantly, us, the people who dream of a future beyond Earth. The collective effort and collaboration of these key stakeholders will make Mars colonization a reality. As we embark on this journey to Mars, there are ethical considerations to ponder and a need for public engagement. The odyssey to Mars doesn't belong to a single nation or entity. It's an international endeavor that requires collaboration and mutual respect as we tread on the red soil of another world. The importance of international cooperation cannot be overstated, as it ensures that our shared knowledge and resources are put to good use, while minimizing potential conflicts. Treaties and agreements, much like the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, will ensure that Mars remains a place of peace and scientific discovery, free from territorial claims. But as we set foot on Mars, we also have an obligation to protect it. Responsible practices are crucial to avoid contaminating the Martian environment with Earth life, which could jeopardize the hunt for Martian life forms. We must tread lightly, ensuring that our quest for knowledge doesn't inadvertently harm the very world we seek to understand. In addition to these ethical considerations, engaging the public is essential. Mars has captured the public imagination for generations, but it's not just about generating excitement. It's about education, sparking curiosity, and inspiring the next generation of scientists, engineers, and space explorers. It's about making sure that everyone understands the significance of this endeavor, the challenges we face, and the potential benefits. Public support is more than just a cheering crowd. It's a driving force that can influence funding and policy decisions. It's the collective voice of humanity, expressing our shared desire to explore, to learn, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's about ensuring that the journey to Mars is not just for the benefit of a select few, but for all of humanity. In this shared endeavor, every voice matters, every opinion counts. It's not just about reaching Mars, it's about the journey, the discoveries, the challenges, and the triumphs along the way. The journey to Mars is not just a scientific endeavor, it's a global ethical and educational journey. Mars colonization is an idea that has captured our imagination for decades. It's a beacon of hope, a testament to human ambition and our unyielding pursuit of the unknown. With every passing year, this ambitious dream inches closer to reality, propelled by advancements in technology, science, and international collaboration. Today, we stand on the precipice of a new era, where the prospect of setting foot on Martian soil is no longer confined to the realm of science fiction. We've witnessed the commitment of governmental space agencies and private entities alike, all working tirelessly to overcome the plethora of challenges that Mars colonization presents. From the harsh Martian environment and logistical nightmares to the psychological conundrum of isolation and the need for sustainable resources, their collective efforts are paving the way for mankind's next big leap. Yet, we must not forget that the journey to Mars is more than a space race. It's a testament to our collective ability to innovate, adapt, and overcome. The technological advancements that this journey will foster have the potential to revolutionize life as we know it, not just on Mars, but here on Earth as well. And while the dream of Mars colonization is tantalizing, it's not without its fair share of hurdles. The road ahead is fraught with challenges that will test our resolve. But it's these very challenges that make the journey worthwhile. They spur innovation, foster collaboration, and push the boundaries of what's possible. The future of Mars colonization is a mosaic of hope and uncertainty, of daunting challenges and inspiring prospects. It's a journey that will require continued collaboration across nations, sectors, and disciplines. It's a journey that will demand the best of our scientific ingenuity and the depths of our human spirit. The colonization of Mars is more than just a dream. It's a journey into the future of humanity and space exploration. It's a story of our time, a testament to our capabilities, and a beacon of hope for the future. As we look to the stars and dream of setting foot on Mars, let's remember that this journey is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the journey itself and what we can achieve together as we push the boundaries of human potential and redefine what's possible.